Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to depot your MAC eyeshadow so that you can turn a bunch of these little compacts into a Z palette or something similar. So these retail for about $20 on the Z palette website. I think I got mine on Amazon for about $16. I'll link it below so that you guys can see where to find that. And then it does ship free with a $35 purchase. This is really, really great. I love this thing. It's magnetic and you can fit a bunch of eyeshadows in here. It isn't as big as I thought it would be, honestly. I did think it was going to be a little bit bigger, but it still does fit a ton of my stuff. I even have a big MAC blush in here too. So these are my Urban Decay eyeshadows, and then these are a mixture of MAC and Makeup Geek. But today I'm going to be showing you how to depot my MAC shadows. And the Z palette does come with these little stickers. So these really help if you have, for example, MAC shadows that aren't magnetic unless you buy them individually depotted already. So these come with, there are plenty in here, and a lot of shadows actually, like Urban Decay, are already magnetic, so you don't even need to use a sticker on them. So let's get started. I'll show you how to depot. Alright, so what you're going to need is an eyeshadow to depot. I have MAC Sketch right here. And then you're also going to need a hair straightener, a Z palette to put your eyeshadows in, or some other magnetic palette somewhere that you want to store your eyeshadow once it is depotted. And then if you have a MAC shadow, you're going to need the stickers that make it magnetic, so it will actually stick to the Z palette. Otherwise, they're not magnetic when they have them in the compacts. And then you're also going to need some type of tool. You can just use like a butter knife. I've got just one of these nail tools here. I did try using a regular knife and I ended up cutting my fingers, so I'd recommend just using a butter knife or something really dull. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn on my straightener, and it is at 410 degrees right now. Next, I'm going to open up this MAC compact, and if you guys can see, there's a little ledge that runs right here. I know you're probably not going to be able to see on the video, but I'm hoping that it'll be easy enough to find when you're using this on your own shadows. So you're going to take the tool right here, and you're just going to put it in this little crease, and then wiggle it so that this top part pops up. And once I remove it, you'll be able to see what I was talking about. You're just going to kind of wiggle this around. Sorry, I'm going from a different angle now so I can see what I'm doing. Whoop, there we go. Okay, so this is the little compact that it comes in, and then this is the little pot that is underneath it. So this is the part that you want right here. Now you're going to take this little thing with the pan in it and set this on your straightener. Be careful so that you don't burn your fingers when you do this. And then you leave it on there for about 20 seconds, just enough so that it's warm enough that you can easily pop out the pan and melt the glue, but not too warm that you're going to completely melt all the plastic around it. You can put tin foil on your straightener while you're doing this if you feel like the plastic is going to melt onto your straightener, but I really don't feel like it's super necessary. If I do get any plastic on my straightener, I just take a paper towel while it's still warm and wipe it off, and it's completely fine. So the purpose of this is to melt the glue. You don't want to melt the plastic, but you want to melt the glue that's adhering the pan to the plastic. So I'm going to test and see if this is warm enough yet, and it is kind of sticking to my straightener. Now once you think it's warm enough, you're going to take your metal tool and just press right in the center of this plastic. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. And at that point, it's kind of popped up a little bit from the plastic, if you guys can see that. So you're just going to take your little metal tool and pull that right out of there. Do not use your fingers. It's going to be really, really, really hot. Now you're going to want to flip it over and just kind of try to get it situated on your paper towel or your surface without really using your fingers much. Mine's kind of cooled down a little bit, so it's good now. Alright, then you want to make sure that you put the magnet on. So I'm just going to take one of these little Z palette magnets, and if you want to, you can use glue to adhere them. I find that they stick pretty well unless you're using a blush, in which case the blush is a little bit too heavy for the sticker to adhere. Just to make sure, I'm going to add a little bit of glue onto mine so that it doesn't pop off. Okay, I'm going to take some E6000 glue, this stuff never comes off, and apply it to this metal sticker. You'll feel the sticky side, obviously apply it to that same side. You guys are having so much trouble with this glue. And you really don't need a whole lot. I'm just using a little bit. that much, and then I'm gonna stick it to the back of my pan. All right, now after this, you're gonna wanna press down on the sticker and make sure that it adheres really well. And some of the glue that was originally on the pan to stick it to the plastic part of the container is still gonna be there, so that'll help it stick as well. Now at this point, you wanna know which eyeshadow you're using once they're in the palette. So you can take your original little container and it'll say the name of the eyeshadow on the back and do the same thing. Just set this on the straightener, leave it on there for only about 10 seconds. You don't need to leave it on there for very long. Meanwhile, I'm just gonna take a little dab of glue and put it on the back of this magnet. All right, now once it's been on there for a little bit, you'll be able to see the bottom kind of puckering and moving around. You can take your tool and just kind of wiggle the sticker off. Right here. So there's the sticker. This really only works for MAC shadows because their stickers are paper with adhesive backing. If you get shadows from a lot of other places, their stickers will be plastic and they'll just melt right onto your straightener. So this really doesn't work for those. However, MAC made it easy for us. Now I'm gonna stick that sticker onto the back where I had that glue and press it all down together. Now I'm gonna have to wait for the glue to set, obviously, but here is the finished product once it dries. So you went from having a compact this size to a shadow this size, which is a huge space saver, especially once I can put it in my palette. All right, so I hope that helped you guys. It's a really great space saver. Obviously, we went from having a compact about this size to having a shadow this size, so you really do save a ton of space. And it is nice that MAC does have the paper stickers that you can stick them onto the back of your shadows and keep everything neat and organized. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'll be posting more soon. Leave comments below of what you'd like to see me post. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I will put my little name somewhere in here. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Your support means more to me than I can possibly explain. I'll have more videos up soon. Thank you. Have a great day.